The book of Ecclesiastes is just a beautiful piece of literature written something like 150 years before the birth of Christ, and I believe in Egypt by Jewish immigrants and resident communities of the Jews. And it's just really a work of art and inspired, of course, by the Lord himself. Rejoice, O young man, while you are young, and let your hearts be glad in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart, the vision of your eyes. Now, these readings of Ecclesiastes are negative in nature in the sense that, life is so fleeting. Life is filled with work and pain, and eventually we all die. But yet, at the beginning of the passage, we see that the writer tells young people to follow the ways of your heart and the vision of your eyes. Young people have these hopes for the future, and they have the strength, they have the vigor to do something beautiful for themselves and for God, which is to follow a beautiful ideal, the ways of the heart and the vision of the eyes. And yet, it still talks, the author still reminds the young people that in the long run, God will bring you to judgment. And so it is a good thing, a wise thing, when a young person knows and thinks about it, that life has a finality, that the days in this world are limited, that even another 80 years of life, what is that compared to all eternity? There is a basic principle in philosophy and theology that every sin must be atoned for. That every sin has to be expiated. And so avoiding sin right from the beginning of life is a wise thing to do. To avoid sin and to do something beautiful for God right from childhood is indeed what God wants for all of us, and what brings happiness in the long run to every single human being on the face of the earth. And so to avoid sin, not just by commission, doing something bad, but also by omission, not doing something that God hath for us to do, bringing then happiness into our lives in what we do for one another and what we do for God through one another. And of course, teaching children how to pray for the holy souls in purgatory is also a good thing, a work of love, a work of mercy that is spiritual and brings also so much connection to the generations that went before us. And so, yes, follow the ways of your heart, the vision of your eyes. Be positive. Dream big. Look at all the different options and opportunities. Ask God for his vision of things. Yes, follow the ways of your heart, the vision of your eyes. Have high ideals. Dream big. But always understand that ultimately we all give an account to God. And from early childhood We are preparing for that day of judgment. We are preparing for our embrace by God, with God, forever and ever.